Oh, are we live? Hello. Hey y'all, how's it going? We're back, finally, for the first time in a long time. Been more in the video style, less so streams lately. But we're back, and we should be good to go. Yeah, not really much. So, Krita is fine, but I find myself limited. And I just constantly hear all my friends rave about... Hold on, there's no music. Let me just turn something on. And I hear my friends rave about Clip Studio Paint and all of its features. And I, a comic artist, hear also about how good it is for comics specifically and like webtoons, all this nonsense. So, that's what we're doing. Yeah. We're going to be playing around with Clip Studio Paint. I've downloaded the free trial. If it's good, I'll just keep it. I'll actually just buy it. But for now, we're good to go. Alright, we got our Clip Studio Paint here. So I guess we just make a new one, yeah? Oh, boxed over here. Now this is the thing, because I briefly booted up to make sure everything worked. And this is the part that I didn't quite understand at the time, or as of yet. So it's got the resolutions, but it doesn't allow me to change... So this is always pixels. Which is like... weird. Because like I'm so used to doing like a high DPI and then doing inches. I've never really... dabbled with just pixels, so I don't really know what exact like pixel measurements everything is. So I was just gonna do like 4K and call it good. I don't know. I'll figure it out. All this. Oh yeah, that was the other thing, is that like Krita's animation stuff is like okay, but could be better. And then Clip Studio Paint, I hear great things. So it's another one. Show all comic settings. Oh. Wow, they have a lot going on in here. What is this? Oh, the trim, the border. Okay. Webtoon. Oh, yep, there's the massive height and the relatively normal width. Resolution of 350. Illustration. Comic. And then like paged comic. Oh, that's cool that they have page comics as well as webtoons. An animation. Just your standard resolutions, huh? 1080. This one doesn't go up to 4K. Okay. All right, fair enough. Well, we'll just do normal illustration, I guess. Reasonable size. Okay, scroll wheel does its thing. Spacebar does its thing. Brackets do their thing. Oh, although they have a handy dandy. Oh, that's really good for like tablet use. Oh, that is a great feature for me personally, because I switch back and forth between my Surface laptop and my PC all the time. So we like that. We love that. That's good. It's good shit. In the meantime, however... Boy, I am dropping frames like nobody's business, huh? Let me double check what our nonsense is. To be fair, it's first stream it's been in a while. So... might be needing some adjusting, because I don't know how many... Because I think I've updated OBS since then. I'm not sure if things have reset themselves or not. So video, oh, that looks like normal. Yeah, video encoder, bitrate's good. Okay, I think we're back. All right, I think we're back. So how is it now, OBS? Still dropping a billion frames. Yeah, I'm dropping like 2/3 of all my frames. Let me try something else. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes you gotta look at something. There's like one box that needs ticked or unticked somewhere. So we'll commence the Clip Studio Paint stuff in a bit. Or possibly tomorrow. Either way. Again, that looks fine. That looks fine. Oh, do you think maybe there's a chance it's on the YouTube side? Let me actually look at my stream's settings. Because alright, I was kind of lazy today. So I was like, oh, set up a stream. Just copy what, and then like I went all the way back to like, I don't remember which art stream, but like one of the super old ones, and just clicked it. So I might have had bad YouTube settings. So no DVR. Low latency. I think normal latency should be fine. I don't know why it would. I'm not sure if it's on YouTube's end. I don't think so. I think it's just my internet being spotty. Well, like I said, we're going to give it a little bit more time to see if it'll mellow out. In the meantime, well, I'm just going to... Time to react. Time to be a reactor.
Hello, everyone. Yes, you're seeing the title correctly. I'm actually doing a tutorial for once. So Celsius has generously sponsored this video for me to do a tutorial for their program, Clip Studio Paint, which I have been using for around 3 years now. It's been my main drawing program on PC ever since, and I've actually upgraded from Pro to X recently because I wanted to learn how to animate on it, and that's been pretty enjoyable so far too. And I'm going to walk you through a lot of the tools that I use and also the basics of Clip Studio Paint.
Let's get a little bit of how Clip Studio Paint
best.
works.
So wish me luck. Hopefully this video isn't confusing and can actually help some of you understand things better. So getting into it, first things first, I want to customize the interface because the interface is probably one of the most intimidating parts about using a new program. And I know it's definitely what scared me away the first time I tried to use Clip Studio Paint. So let's get that out of the way. So I've gone and reset my interface for the sake of this video, and hopefully this is actually what the default looks like aside from maybe my brushes,
what mine looks like.
So you can follow along if you want. So I'm gonna drag...
Sorry, I forgot the music was still going. I was like, oh god, boss battle in Clip Studio Paint. Alright, let me briefly pause that since we're listening to a video.
These extra tabs and actually close them because I just don't need them right now. And a lot of this stuff you can get back on the Windows tab.
So this is just cleaning up so there's fewer things to stimulate you that like you'll get like overwhelmed by. That's fair.
Your Windows tab
not gonna be a problem for me though. I'm very familiar with overloaded workspace problems. I've been an Adobe consumer and user for a long time. I'm used to these programs with hundreds of things on the screen and you just have to figure out which ones do what. So I'm not gonna worry about that part.
The things that are checked. So you should have a layer window, navigator, color wheel, tool property, and subtool window. These are the essentials of digital art making. You could also resize them by putting your mouse in between the windows until it looks like this, and you can just click and drag.
Normal digital program stuff.
You can drag these and move them to wherever you want. I like my color wheel to be up here and my navigator in the middle over here. So that's your windows. These are personally what I think are the 5 essentials.
It's funny, that actually feels... This person feels like they might have been a Photoshop user before. Because that is exactly where the color swatches are in Photoshop, exactly where the layers are. And then most like brushes and tools stay on the left side.
Windows, you can bring back your brush size in case you like to change your brush size this way.
Yeah, I think this is actually a very useful box.
Like to
again, mostly because I'm going to switch back and forth between my tablet a lot, and I'd like to use the same workspace for both.
Brush size. You also have all these other color wheel options and tabs that you can bring back. But I personally only use the color set and color wheel. I put my color set right underneath my color wheel. Another useful thing with the windows is that every single one actually has these 3 lines right here, which will open up menus for that specific window.
Yep.
So
Options.
this view option will change how the brushes are presented, either as a stroke or a tile. You could even change the size of the tile. I'm going to keep it as a stroke. I've
Yeah, the
also
stroke is
gotten
more
questions on how
useful
to
information
hide
than
the
anything
title
else.
of these brush tabs to make it more condensed. All you have to do is click those 3 lines and uncheck show group name of subtool, and it'll clean up your tabs without the words. So now that we've cleaned up our windows, let's clean up some of these bars that are around here. This up here is the command bar. It's useful for shortcuts that you might misplace. I personally don't use it, so I like to hide it. I think if you're a beginner, you could probably keep it because it'll be useful for you. These other
What all's on it? So I know undo, redo, delete selection, fill. Oh yeah, no, these are useful for tablet. These are useful if you're on like a Cintiq or a tablet. I'll keep them. Where's my damn? There we go.
Bars here, this is the materials bar. You could just hide it by clicking these 2 arrows. And down here are the animation tools, so you can just hide that too if you don't animate. You could always bring it back by clicking those 2 arrows again. Those 2 arrows are also on the window bars, so you could hide and minimize them if you want. Alternatively, if you want them all to go away at the same time, you can just press tab and then tab again to bring them back. Yeah. This window bar and this bar up here, you can also hide them by pressing shift tab.
For hide the foot toolbars.
And then shift tab a 3rd time brings them back. So the Clip Studio Paint interface is actually very,
so far everything's pretty normal.
Customizable. Go and do what you want with it. And now that your interface is how you want it, let's go make a canvas. So let's go to File and New. It'll open up this handy dandy window here. The first thing I make sure is checked is record time lapse. If you want Clip Studio Paint to automatically record time lapses.
Right, it has that little cute feature, huh?
Appropriate does. Check this box. If this window pops up, just press OK. This will usually save whenever you make a new canvas with it checked on, but just in case, just make sure that it is on if you want to record time lapses.
Yeah, and then that sounds fun. That's a cool feature I like.
Canvas size I like speed paints. I draw is usually paper size or higher, so 8.5 by 11 inches. So
whoa! Hold the phone. I'm blind? This just in. I'm blind. There it is. Aw, come on, man. I'm blind, so I can do it both ways. Because I was wondering, I was like, why is a program that's so good in advance and everyone raves about, why do I have to do pixels? And I'm like, okay, I'm blind and stupid. Don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us.
Here and change the unit from pixels to inches. And then set the width to 8.5 by 11. I also set my DPI to 300 or higher, so that if I ever want to print my art, it will be high quality. Clip Studio Paint also has these built-in templates made for things like comics and animations. They also have size presets that you can choose from, and you could always save your own preset using this button right here.
Okay.
And that's how you make a new canvas. Every time you make a new canvas, it'll save the last settings that you use. So if I go to File, New again, it'll show what I had before. So your canvas might have a ruler, but mine doesn't. That's because I hid mine. You could hide your ruler by pressing Ctrl R, and then you can bring it back by pressing Ctrl R again. Or you can go to the View tab and uncheck ruler bar or check it. I personally don't like to use the ruler.
Okay. Well, so it looks like the internet is not getting any better. I'm still absolutely dropping 2/3 of all my frames. So internet's still looking like absolute dog shit. So I think I'm going to try this again tomorrow. Probably midday. Hopefully we'll see how it works. Maybe there's just like too many people online or something right now. But this is like, I'm looking at the feed and it is like unwatchable. Especially for a visual stream. So we'll probably try to come back. Hopefully my internet isn't imploding. I'll double check all my settings through YouTube and everything as well. Like I said, I kind of chose the lazy one to have it just set up the same way as an old one. And it might get better. We'll find out. But that's unfortunately, I think, it for today. We'll try again later. I guess goodbye.